Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Beamdog and Owlcat RPG Masters Bundle of February 2026. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? Please use the links in the description below. You'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I want to thank you the viewers for watching my silly videos. I hope they're helpful. Most importantly, knowing that you're watching it means the world. But first, a word from our sponsor, JT After Dark. You've read the threads, you've seen the warnings, but you haven't heard them like this. I'm JT. I take the internet's most terrifying stories and give them a voice. From Reddit's deepest archives to the legends that haunt the web, I bring the horror to life. Join me on JT After Dark. Subscribe now and let's see what's hiding in the shadows. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, an epic immersive RPG that plunges you into the dark, twisted universe of Warhammer 40k. This title offers a massive exploration of the Coronis Expanse, where you play as a rogue trader, navigating the dangerous void between stars, forming alliances, battling enemies, and uncovering ancient mysteries. From the moment you start, Rogue Trader envelops you in its richly detailed world. The Coronis Expanse is a vast, dangerous region filled with haunted space hulks, lush jungle planets, and treacherous monasteries. The environments are meticulously crafted, each location dripping with the grim dark atmosphere that Warhammer 40k fans crave. You will interact with a wide array of characters, from devout warriors to cunning Xenos, each with their own complex backstories and hidden motives. The narrative is layered, pulling you into the intrigues and power struggles that define the Warhammer 40k universe. Combat in Rogue Trader is a blend of strategic turn-based tactics and RPG elements, where every action and decision can lead to wildly unpredictable outcomes. You'll customize your team with a staggering array of abilities, weapons, and buffs, making each battle a complex puzzle to solve. However, this depth can also be overwhelming. The interface, while packed with information, sometimes obscures more than it reveals, leading to a game of find a buff as you try to track and manage countless status effects and abilities. It is a game that demands your full attention and rewards meticulous planning, but can also be exhausting as you juggle its many systems. The story is compelling, though it can drag at times, with a steady rhythm of quests that sometimes feel more like filler than essential plot points. Yet, when the narrative hits its stride, it is very engrossing, filled with moral choices and branching paths that truly make you feel like the master of your fate. Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader is a marathon of a game, rich in detail, deep in mechanics, and daunting in scope. It is an experience that can be as rewarding as it is demanding, offering a deep dive into one of gaming's most iconic universes. At number 2 we have Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, a highly approachable RPG that appeals to both seasoned players and newcomers alike. An interdimensional rift has torn open, unleashing an overwhelming terror upon the realm. Despite valiant efforts by various nations to repel the enemy, victory remains elusive. Now, an opportunity arises for you to quell this menace, yet the path to success is far from straightforward. Your actions will initiate a cascading sequence of events, forever altering both your destiny and the world at large. This game distinguishes itself as an accessible RPG title by progressively introducing diverse game systems, sparing players from an overwhelming information overload. Embracing a more traditional RPG style, it offers a gradual, immersive experience, affording ample time to absorb crucial details and make informed decisions for your adventurous journey. With the ability to tailor your own character to suit your playstyle, and an impressive selection of 25 classes, 12 character races, and over 1,000 spells, feats, and abilities, the game provides a wealth of choices for customization. Moreover, its user interface stands out for its clarity and logical design compared to many peers within the genre. The game's dark tone masterfully aligns with the world's lore, where hope seems like a fading memory. It further enhances accessibility by allowing players to opt for either turn-based or real-time combat, permitting strategic adaptability in various combat scenarios. The combat itself maintains a faster pace, a notable contrast to the more gradual adventuring aspect. The alchemy system adds depth to the crafting mechanics. Notably, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous boasts exceptional voice acting, a rarity in classic RPGs. While the story could have been further refined, it remains adequate enough to drive players forward. The game embraces the hallmark of a good RPG by offering meaningful dialogue choices that significantly impact the game's progression and narrative. These choices often navigate morally ambiguous territory, transcending the conventional notion of good versus evil. Aligning with apparent antagonists to advance one's own agenda can lead to numerous compelling outcomes. In conclusion, this game's outstanding accessibility features and commendable pacing make it equally enjoyable for newcomers and seasoned veterans. With its wealth of choices, engaging combat mechanics, and impactful decision-making, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a compelling RPG experience. This bundle also includes 2 season passes for Wrath of the Righteous, which include new campaigns, new gameplay modes, and new character classes. And number 3 we have Neverwinter Nights Complete Adventures, a game that encompasses not only the base game of Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, but with all the expansions and additional content, resulting in an astonishingly vast array of gameplay. Set in the Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realm universe, specifically the 3rd edition, this action RPG revolves around the noble quest to save the city of Neverwinter from the harrowing plague known as Wailing Death. Character creation is a captivating aspect, offering a plethora of class choices, including the option to play as a multi-class character. For those new to the RPG genre, daunted by the complexities of such a game, character packages are available, featuring pre-made characters to ease the entry into the adventure. Although pre-made, these characters can still be customized to align with one's preferred playstyle. Initially, the base story might exhibit a gradual pace, but it progressively gains momentum, particularly upon delving into the expansion packs and DLCs. Surprisingly, the base game heavily emphasizes combat, sometimes leading to extended combat sequences at the expense of significant dialogue choices. Unlike most RPGs, the protagonist largely ventures alone in the base game, accompanied only by a single companion. However, the narrative expands with the inclusion of the expansion packs. Notable improvements emerge, featuring enhanced and tightly woven stories, reduced padding to prolong gameplay, the opportunity to recruit multiple companions for joint adventures, and most importantly, the reintroduction of impactful RPG decisions that influence the unfolding tale. Moreover, the game offers a remarkable ability to craft custom campaigns and engage in multiplayer gameplay. Players can even assume the role of the Dungeon Master, emulating the experience of playing a classic tabletop Dungeons & Dragons session. The Complete Adventures package encompasses an abundance of content, making it an incredibly enticing option for anyone seeking an authentic and timeless RPG experience. In conclusion, for those yearning to immerse themselves in a classic RPG adventure, opting for the Neverwinter Nights Complete Adventures is undoubtedly a wise and enticing choice, considering the immense wealth of content it offers. And number 4 we have Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Plus Edition, an isometric RPG. It was originally released in 2018, but was later updated and re-released as the Enhanced Plus Edition in 2020. The game's story follows the player character, a noble adventurer who has been tasked with exploring and conquering the stolen lands in the name of the ruling king. Along the way, you'll need to recruit a party of loyal companions, build and manage a kingdom, and uncover the secrets of the stolen land. One of the standout features of Pathfinder Kingmaker is its deep and complex character customization system. You can choose from a wide range of races and classes, each with their own unique abilities and skills. The game also features a deep leveling system that allows you to customize your characters in a variety of ways, including selecting feats, spells, and abilities. In addition to its character customization system, Pathfinder Kingmaker also features a robust kingdom management system. You'll need to build and manage a kingdom, recruit advisors, and make decisions that will shape the fate of your realm. This adds an extra layer of depth to the game, and players who enjoy strategy and management games will find a lot to like here. The game's combat system is also noteworthy, featuring a real-time with pause system that allows you to strategically plan your actions in the midst of a battle. The game's combat encounters are challenging and varied, and you'll need to carefully manage your party's resources and abilities to emerge victorious. Another standout feature of Pathfinder Kingmaker is its world building. The game's world is rich and detailed, with a wide range of locations to explore, NPCs to interact with, and secrets to uncover. The game also features a robust dialogue system that allows you to choose your own path and shape the outcome of the story. The Enhanced Plus edition of the game includes a number of updates and improvements over the original release. These include new story content, additional character customization options, improved graphics and performance, and a range of bug fixes and quality of life improvements. Overall, Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Plus Edition is an excellent isometric RPG that offers a deep and engaging experience for fans of the genre. With its deep character customization system, robust kingdom management mechanics, challenging combat encounters, and rich world building, there's a lot to like here. The game's updates and improvements in Enhanced Plus Edition only make an already great game even better. If you're a fan of RPGs, or if you're looking for a deep and rewarding gaming experience,
Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Plus Edition is definitely worth checking out.
This bundle also includes a Season Pass, which includes a new race, class, pet, campaign, and a new gameplay mode. At number 5, we have Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition, a visually upgraded rendition of the original game, complemented by a few enticing additions, including the introduction of a new character. True to the essence of a remarkable RPG, players have the liberty to create their own character, deciding their appearance, race, stats, and class. The diverse array of classes, each of its distinct strengths and weaknesses, significantly influences gameplay, offering ample replay value. Furthermore, each character embarks on their personal quests, culminating in unique endings, fostering an immersive and personalized experience. For those who journeyed through Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition, the story continues from the Sword Coast events, as the protagonist falls into the clutches of a mysterious and formidable mage. A fortuitous invasion of the dungeon grants you and your allies a chance to escape, yet one comrade stumbles and becomes ensnared by the malevolent mage. Thus, your pursuit to liberate your companion and unravel the enigma of the mage takes shape, unraveling a captivating narrative brimming with intrigue and unexpected twists. It is recommended to play Baldur's Gate 1 first, as Baldur's Gate 2 frequently references events from its predecessor. Encouraging exploration and engagement in side quests, the game rewards players through the acquisition of powerful items and progressively unveils more of the expansive world map, enriching the overall narrative. The characters, including party members and NPCs, are brought to life with full voice acting, imbuing them with distinct personalities. Your party's moral alignment, whether perceived as good, neutral, or evil, is molded by the choices you make, amplifying the significance of your decisions within the game's universe. Baldur's Gate 2 eschews hand-holding, expecting players to either possess prior knowledge or acquire wisdom through their experiences in the game. Battles demand strategic planning, meticulous management of offensive and defensive abilities, and anticipation of enemy movements and attacks. The combat experience, highly strategic and addictive, may be approached with clever dialogue choices, enabling the avoidance of conflict altogether, thus empowering players to shape their own unique gameplay style. Progression in the game is fueled by accumulating experience points, achieved through completing main and side quests or engaging in combat. These points can be invested in stat upgrades or enhancing weapons, facilitating micromanagement of the game's composition and abilities. While the graphics may not meet contemporary standards, Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition stands the test of time as a classic RPG. For those who prioritize captivating storytelling over cutting-edge visuals and relish the essence of a true RPG experience, Baldur's Gate 2 is an absolute must-play. At number 6, we have
Baldur's Gate 1 Enhanced Edition, the RPG that single-handedly revived the RPG genre for PC gaming back in 1998. The Enhanced Edition of the game not only packs the original game, but also includes a good amount of new content. The main plot begins with bandits mysteriously trying to murder the main character in the midst of an iron shortage. This might be a simple start, but the overall writing, characters, dialogue, and voice acting are all amazing. The Enhanced Edition also includes a Tales of the Sword Coast expansion, which leads into Baldur's Gate 2. This edition also adds 3 new and interesting characters into the mix, which you can choose to recruit in your adventure. Your party members aren't just static characters, as each of them have their own personalities and backstories for you to inquire if you choose so. This game is also brutally hard, so do remember to save often and pause during fights, giving you enough time to strategize and think. Even though characters do not permanently die, reviving them isn't just about having them come back to life at checkpoints. You actually have to visit a temple and pay gold to bring them back. In addition, if you take too long to complete an NPC's quest, they might turn on you and try to murder you. And on top of all of that, if your created character dies, it is game over. So be sure to save, and be careful every step of the way. If you want to experience an amazing RPG classic, and you can overlook some of the old graphic style, Baldur's Gate 1 is an amazing game to experience, especially the Enhanced Edition.
At number 7, we have Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition, an isometric RPG game originally crafted in 1997, but masterfully enhanced to meet contemporary gaming standards. Assuming the role of the enigmatic Nameless One, a character awakening without any recollection of their identity, players embark on a profound journey to unearth the mysteries of their immortality and rediscover themselves. Throughout this odyssey, you encounter other individuals whose fates intertwine with your past lives, ultimately becoming integral allies in your quests. A word of caution, this game leans more toward an interactive novel, prioritizing dialogue over combat. While the combat mechanics may not be exceptional, the game's writing and storytelling stand out as one of the most enthralling experiences in gaming. Interestingly, skillfully navigating dialogue choices allows for conflict resolution and plot progression without resorting to violence, akin to the mechanics found in the Fallout games. The game's world exudes a peculiar and surreal ambiance, seamlessly balancing elements of reality and fiction. While the setting may seem strange, it retains a sense of authenticity amidst the surrealism. Delving into the intricacies of this world and its inhabitants constitute the game's defining allure, with captivating environments awaiting exploration and enigmatic mysteries to unravel. A particularly remarkable aspect lies in the diverse cast of characters you encounter. By carefully reading their dialogue, you'll encounter remarkably believable yet fantastic personalities, elevating the game's narrative and story to a whole new level. The game's main stronghold undoubtedly lies in its captivating storytelling. For those seeking to immerse themselves in one of gaming's greatest stories, and who don't mind extensive dialogue reading, Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition is an absolute recommendation. Just ensure to bolster your charisma stat for a truly enriched experience. At number 8 we have Icewind Enhanced Edition, a remastered version of the beloved 2000 RPG game Icewind, accompanied by its expansions Heart of Winter and Trials of the Lure Master. As a remake, it retains the nostalgic essence of a pen and paper RPG, which permeates the entire gaming experience. The narrative commences with 6 adventurers gathered in a tavern in East Haven, approached by a mysterious stranger who sets them on a quest. This enhanced edition boasts minor improvements over the GOG's complete edition of Icewind, incorporating additional content that was initially excluded from the original release. Furthermore, the game incorporates a diverse array of equipment, classes, and class kits imported from Baldur's Gate. Quality of life enhancements such as the option to skip dialogue, a loot finder tool, and a zoom function have been thoughtfully included to enhance the gameplay experience. Notably, the introduction of a new cross-platform multiplayer mode enables players to enjoy the game alongside friends on their phones and tablets. Differing from classic RPG tropes, Icewind Dale places less emphasis on interactive characters and inter-party dialogues, and recruiting additional members for your adventure is not a possibility. Players begin with a complete party of 6 characters from the outset, either crafting each one individually or opting for one of the pre-built teams. The game's narrative might not be its strongest attribute, as it predominantly centers around combat and the relentless pursuit of murdering foes. However, it does adhere to older Dungeons & Dragons rules, necessitating a period for newcomers to acclimatize themselves. Additionally, players are advised to employ quick saving before each battle, given that fallen characters must be resurrected by a priest, a process that can be time-consuming. Icewind Dale's steep learning curve may not cater to every player's preferences, but those willing to invest time in mastering its systems might discover a rewarding and enjoyable experience within the frozen wilderness of Icewind Dale. At number 9 we have Mythforce, a roguelike dungeon crawler that blends nostalgic Saturday morning cartoon vibes with familiar gameplay mechanics. In this game, you take control of one of the 4 cartoonish heroes, each with unique abilities, and delve into procedurally generated dungeons filled with skeletons, goblins, and other classic foes. You will find yourself in a world that looks straight out of an 80s cartoon, complete with vibrant colors and a catchy theme song that practically shouts, "You can do it!" Despite this, the game does not fully embrace its cartoonish premise. Instead, it focuses more on delivering a solid, if predictable, roguelike experience. The combat is straightforward, with melee and ranged options that feel satisfying, though a bit sluggish at times. Some mechanics, like the parry system, might frustrate you due to inconsistent timing and enemy attack warnings. However, the variety of enemies and the occasional surprises, like treasure pots that turn into sticky traps, keep things interesting. As you progress, you'll gather gold, perks, and magical items to beef up your hero, though the upgrades and menus can be a bit clunky. While the game is enjoyable solo, it truly shines in co-op mode, where you and your friends can bash betties and share some laughs. Mythforce may not revolutionize the genre, but it offers a fun, low-pressure dungeon crawl perfect for a laid-back weekend with friends. If you love nostalgia and simple roguelike action, this one's worth a try. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is a total critical hit for CRPG junkies, dropping $23 for the full loot table, including goats like Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, and a massive Pathfinder dual threat, is basically a cheat code for your library. Whether you're min-maxing Rogue Trader or grinding through Neverwinter Nights, the sheer value here is insane. It is an S-tier collection of legendary adventures that will keep your quest log full for years. Don't sleep on this deal, it's an absolute must-buy for your collection. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.